Yes, he did. And then Dan's having a little trouble with lane 60. His last shot was a little late. Let's see if he makes a move.
Needs a strike to retake the lead, and he does. Boy, both players are settled in now, Mark. We're liable to see some fireworks down the stretch.
Oh, they're getting loose. They're getting lined in on the lane, so this could go down the 10th frame.
Nadeau defeated Denny Amburn 257 to 182, and Howlett got here by knocking off Chris Viale 206 to 197. For 3 in a row. Oh, you gotta like that shot. Answered him right back and said, here's the double. Let's see what you can do.
He moved in, trusted the ball, made a great shot, got the ball over the foul line, lofted it just enough where he could get the ball to skid through the heads, and got great reaction for a strike.
Pivotal shot here, momentum-wise, for David Howlett. Light hit, shakes around the 10-pin. Is the only pin left.
As you could see, he gets a little quick with his feet, and the ball just doesn't have a chance to bite. Comes in light, leaves a well-shot 10-pin.
Could have cut the lead back to just 4, and now he trails by 15. And the pressure starts to come out.
Past the 6th frame, when it's this close, it's one ball at a time.
Got to be one of the best crowds that I have ever been around. This is a fun group.
Then you couldn't walk around in the back concourse during the week.
That's got to be right of target, and trouble for David Howlett.
Yeah, see, he looks like he's starting to rush a little bit. He wants to put some pressure on Dan, but he's got to take his time and slow down. That one he definitely pulled for a 247. Not an easy spare.
Another pressure spare conversion for Howlett, but he finds him. Nadeau, he in the 7th frame, and bowling in front of the hometown fans. You've done that a couple of times, Mark. Is it easier or tougher?
I think it's tougher. You really want to go out and perform for your friends and fans and family, so it's tough to stay loose.
Oh, looks good here. Key shot for Dan Nadeau, who just snatched up the momentum as Dottie looks on and says, okay, sweetheart, just keep rolling those strikes.
That is the toughest frame to come out the ball after a commercial, because you're sitting and sitting, and the tendency is for the bowler to come out and go a little soft, but he came out aggressive and made a great shot.
He is on a run right now, and with a strike here in the 8th would lead by 38, and he'd start thinking about the 200 Gs.
I would too if I was him.
Uh-oh, flirted with disaster, went Brooklyn and all. Sometimes it's just meant to be, Mark Rock.
Yes, it is. The hat ball was hanging on the edge board, and fortunate enough right here, it's on the edge, and it just takes off and goes Brooklyn for a 6-pin. An easy spare.
The break of the week for Dan Nadeau. He takes advantage, leads by 27. For Howlett at this point, there is no tomorrow.
Now he's got to come out and just go right at the pocket and be aggressive. He needs strikes.
Possible 231 if Howlett takes it right off the sheet. That one is left of target. Didn't even hit the head pin. So for David Howlett, you can just see the pressure written all over his face.
He looked down at his hand. He might have just kind of lost it and didn't want to squeeze it, just let it go, and the ball just sailed by. Another difficult 3-pin spare.
And he missed now, and he's done.
Yes. He has to make this and then come up and strike in the 9th and pray a little bit for the 10th frame.
A spare up in the 7th. And for David Howlett, well, worst comes to worst, he will cash a check for $100,000. The good news is that he sponsored himself. The bad news is he didn't win the $200,000. bounces back with a strike. And now I'm informed that Howlett indeed does have somebody that'll have a percentage of what he takes. Dan Nadeau, meanwhile, has sponsored himself, and that's got to be a pretty good feeling at this stage.
Yes, it is. It's just like having a sponsor to a point. Staying home this week.
Stay down, hit the pocket, make your spares, and start thinking about certificates of deposit, blue chip stocks.
A couple of new cars.
Oh, come on. Would you buy 2 new cars?
I'd buy
you'd
one.
buy one.
I'd buy one.
You'd buy a van.
No, I might buy a vet.
There you go. Nadeau with a spare in the 9th. And the best possible score for Howlett would be 218. So count right now is of the essence. Nadeau just trying to get the job done conservatively in the 10th. Best shot of the week for Nadeau. He leaves the solid 8-pin.
You know, I haven't seen too many solid 8s this week. He gets the ball way out over the foul line, and the ball just cuts right through, and the 1 goes to the left, and the 5 is being taken straight back by the ball.
Got to make it to win, and he does. So the former amateur bowler of the year will collect $200,000, and Dottie already is visualizing ways to spend it. Celebration time for the hometown boy, Dan Nadeau. And he's a popular champion. We'll be back with the